Hey guys, it's Becca with So You Want to Be Skinny. Today I want to talk about perseverance. When I first ever started working out or ever belonged to a gym, I bought a gym membership to Planet Fitness. And I remember I would go, or I would try to go, once or twice a week just to start working out. I always told myself if I start working out, all the weight will just drop off. And I finally really started losing weight actually doing workout tapes at home, doing Jillian Michaels' 30-Day Shred, which I found out on demand on Comcast. I think Verizon also has the first two as well, or at least the first video in the series. And went out, I bought some dumbbells, and I was counting calories. I was watching what I ate, and I probably lost about 15 pounds. And for whatever reason, it was the first and only other time I've ever tried to lose weight, and it was the first time. So it was the first time I ever tried to lose weight. And for whatever reason, I just fell off the bandwagon. I just finally one day was like, I just didn't really continue my good eating habits. It was, I don't even remember setting it in my mind that that's what I was going to do. Forget the diet. No, I didn't even say that. I just, for whatever reason, just stopped. And then I joined Planet Fitness again, and I stopped going to that again. And I always came up, and that I remember coming up with, excuses. Well, it's getting cold. I don't want to drive there even though it's right down the street. I've tried Couch to 5K once before too, and I was getting discouraged because I, just couldn't do, they'd say run for 30 seconds, and I'd try to run, and then after the 30 seconds, I'd already be out of breath. And I would already, my body hurt and this and that, and I just felt like I couldn't keep up. I wasn't doing it right. And I would stop. And so when I came to CrossFit, my concern to pay the kind of money that I paid to go to the gym was that what if I don't stick with this? Yeah, I could cancel it, but I just dropped $300 to join and get this class to learn how to do everything. And how am I supposed to continue with this if I'm just going to drop off the face of the earth? And most people say that's enough to keep you there. For me, it wasn't. I was really concerned that I would just stop going. Now, when I started as well, something I liked about CrossFit was that they actually ran outside. And I said, oh, that's great. I'll get running. I'll do more running. And I always associated running with weight loss because a lot of runners are thinner. And they're thinner because they burn more calories and whatever. Now, something that would happen a lot, especially my first couple months, and I'm sure the coach probably still remembers this, but I would go up to him all the time and I would ask questions. I have a question for you. Say, what it's like, should this hurt? Should this hurt here? Should I hurt here? Or is this ever going to get any easier? I would run maybe 100 meters and then I would walk because I just couldn't do it. And people would come by me and I was embarrassed. They'd say, keep bouncing, just keep the movement, even if you can't, even if you don't have the speed, don't worry about it. And I just remember always asking that. And the best advice he ever gave me was, it never gets easier, it just gets more comfortable. And when I'd ask if things should hurt, he would say, there's a difference between life-ending pain and your body adapting. And after a while, I think I stopped asking because I was like, oh, it's just my body adapting. Because I wasn't used to my body just adapting. I just thought, oh, it hurts. When I did Jillian Michaels, if something hurt, I just put the bars down and I took a quick break and then I'd go back up and continue. And so I will never do a tape at home again because I know that when something starts to hurt, my first instinct is to put the bar down. That happens all the time now in CrossFit. If something's heavy, if something's hard, it's easy to put the bar down and sit there for a minute or two. And so I try, even if I drop the bar, I want to just pick it right back up. Because maybe it hurts for a minute, but I need to keep pushing through it. And so I was thinking about this idea of perseverance and getting through things that are hard or feel painful or feel uncomfortable. And was like, wow, I've been dealing with this through the whole journey. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way to my newest goal. And it's probably going to take a while to get there. And throughout this whole journey, all I've thought is, oh my gosh, am I ever going to get to this goal? I'm working so hard. My diet's great. I work out all the time. When am I just going to get to this goal? And I would go to people and I would say, what do recommend for this? Or what do you recommend for that? And so one person actually said, just continue doing what you're doing. You're going to get there. And that's probably, while I listened to the advice, I didn't take it until I think more recently. And I still, and it's only to a point, because I still get to a point where I'm like, ugh, am I there yet? And so you have the people who start and say, that were like me, that say, oh, this is hard. Like, this hurts, my body hurts. It's uncomfortable. I don't necessarily want to do this. Eating healthy is hard. I don't know how to give up this food. I don't know how to start doing this exercise. And then, like I said, the people like me who are in the middle that are like, oh, am I almost there yet? I see the end. It's in sight. It's all the way down the horizon. I'm almost there, but why does it feel like it's taking so long to get there? Or you're even like maybe, 200 meters from the finish line, and you're still saying, ugh, I'm so tired, and you start to slow down because you're almost there. And instead of slowing down, they always tell you when you're in a race, that's when you speed up. That's when you have your last sprint. That's when you make it count. But our body's natural reaction is to see the end in sight and to say, okay, good, I'm almost there. I can slow down, slow down. I do that when I'm rowing, too, and I try to push through it because I get so tired. And so I guess the purpose of this video, partially, these are always for me too, but the purpose of this video is just to say, if something feels uncomfortable, that's your body changing. If eating and you're feeling hungry because you're not eating as much, you're craving these things, just push through it. Push through the things that are uncomfortable. Push through the things that are hard. If you're at a point where things, you just wished it would be done already, or you're almost there, just keep doing what you're doing. You'll get there. And then you're going to get there, and you're probably going to say, you know what? I could probably do another half a mile. I could probably do another mile. And so you're going to do that other half a mile, that other mile. Just don't see the end and just feel like you can't reach it. See the things around you, the checkpoints on the way, and you'll get there. You'll get where you want to go. Don't compare yourself or your journey to anybody else's. What works for me may not work for you, and what works for someone else may not work for me, and what works for you might not work for me. So just persevere. Keep pushing through. You can do it. You can get there. It's not going to happen overnight. It might not even happen in a year. You might not get where you thought you would get by some of the goals that you've set. That's okay. Take it as a chance to reset and reevaluate and be excited for the journey. I keep saying that, but it's true. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy a change in your lifestyle. It's not a change in, a temporary change. It's the change in your life completely. Even if I were to get where I wanted to go, I would still work out all the time. I would still do everything I'm already doing. So why does it matter that I'm not where I want to be yet? Because I'm still going to be doing it anyway once I get there. So hopefully this video was helpful. I hope that my videos, part of the reason I make them is I want people to know that there are other people who go through, especially mentally, some of the things that I go through that aren't really talked about as much, and sometimes it's hard to find somebody else who maybe is going through some of the things you're going through. So hopefully these are beneficial or helpful to you, whatever part of your journey you're on, and hopefully there's something in here you could relate to. So hopefully you'll have a great weekend. I may try to make something this weekend if I can. If not, then I will probably be doing another one, probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. So have a great weekend. Thanks.